All right. So I want to close this off with just a last bit about the future of GenAI software engineering. So earlier in the talk, I talked about these two phases: the reliability phase of a reliability stack that comes from the legacy stack, and then the creativity bit, which comes from the Gen AI stack, which is very dynamic. Now, in my humble opinion, I don't see the legacy stack going away. It's always going to be there. It has solved some very hard problems over the last couple of decades. Namely, how do you scale to, hundreds of thousands of users per second, right? How do you manage scaling up, scaling down? How do you serve, requests? How do you manage messaging queues? How do you handle extremely large data sizes, right? The classical big data problem. These are all handled by deterministic stacks that are already existing and they're present, and they will be needed. But the future is of software and hardware applications that are going to take that in, and you're going to build and weave in this features that require this new core, the core of reasoning and conversational thinking. And for that to be embedded to this larger, reliable stack that we've all gone used to, you need to not only understand the stack, but also take care of its creativity and how you integrate into the reliable stack that we already have. So my very clear thinking over here is that software engineers are not going anywhere. They just have to adapt to knowing this entire new stack and figure out how quickly they can integrate that into their into the classical stack, because the future is going to have both of them very, very interwoven in a very short space of time. So with that, I'll close with the key takeaways. I think LLMs essentially provide you with a new paradigm because a new conversation and reasoning core has been developed. And we have started building a new dynamic Gen AI specific stack. That stack is the novelty, not Chat GPT, not any other DeepSeek, what have you. These are all fundamental thinking units that will keep on improving, just like processors started becoming more and more capable over time. But the software stack is a completely different abstraction that we're building, and that's what I want to focus on. Secondly, I think in most cases it's very because the core is conversational, human-like. Thinking about solving problems and mapping this to this anthropomorphic relationship that I talked about allows you to think and design solutions which are very resource efficient, right? And then that's where I think the couple of examples that I gave would help. And then finally, the future is, in my opinion, hybrid. We're going to have Gen AI and legacy software stack combined to deliver the next generation of unthinkable solutions. Things that we cannot even imagine. Just like when we looked at internet, we didn't think about TikTok at all, right? That nobody thought about that becoming a big solution. Although I don't know if it solves any problem at all, but that's regardless. That's not the point. So with that, I'll stop. Thank you.